Britain's Got Talent, of course. But either it's gone into hiding or ITV haven't got a clue where to look for it. Last night's highlight was a pooch piddling on the yoga mat. Kumani, a barking mad yank, doing dog yoga, with Robbie who looked mostly a bit Sean Frise and definitely a bit shiatsu. Your dog is a sailor and you are the vessel, Manny intoned as her act went down like the Mary Rose. Naturally, the judges just happened to have their pets with them to join in. No prizes for guessing who most suited the loose dog position. And slathered or peed on Manny's mat, and then wet William's shoe. If he'd crapped on his head we'd have been in golden buzzer territory. Elsewhere, ridiculous gyrating artists sketched an upside-down Simon Cowell, decorator Jim pounced about in various paper match face masks, and dancers performed in dog masks. Human Pups, the musical can only be months away. In the big climax everyone gets a bone. We also suffered a naff Dutch magician who the village people would have found too camp, a cavorting cop and Ned, 8, cracking gags about the panel. In 10 years Cowell hasn't found a single decent grown-up comedian. Clearly he hasn't wanted to. Singers, dogs, dancers and weirdos are C's thing. Missing People Choir and Sarah, 15, look certs for the final. The choir is made up of people whose children have vanished. Their pictures flashed up as they sang. It was sad, of course, and you felt their pain, but it felt awkward in the middle of the wackiness and also a bit one note. What will they sing next time? Another song with missing in the title. Surely they'd have made more sense on Long Lost Family? Sarah has a big soul voice, but was she as good as the judges claimed? Cowell said she sounded possessed halfway through and I'm telling you. Yeah, possibly by Vic Reeves' club singer. She wandered off key more than once. Maybe it would have been kinder to her to suggest vocal coaching and a comeback on next year's X Factor. I liked Jess, the singing mimic. But the biggest impression the show left was that the gig is up. The barrel has been scraped dry. Schofield's lucky break. Prison Break is the story of desperate men trapped in a nightmare they can't ever escape from. Not the prison, the TV format. This show was killed off in 2009 along with lead character Michael Scofield. But the hunger for ratings trumps all that. And in an Easter miracle Scofield, played by Wentworth Miller, has been resurrected. He wasn't electrocuted at all. The body in his grave was just a suit with a head made of paper, much like Sean Spicer. Michael is banged up in a Yemen jail that makes Fox River State Pen look like champions. Oh, and he's posing as an ISIS terrorist. It's Prison Break crossed with a Dollar Tree homeland. The gay are back too, Brother Lincoln, Sexy Sarah, Scene Note, Sucre and Teabag, now with a robotic hand. A leaked jail picture sets Lincoln on a mission to save him, swerving assassination attempts at home and abroad. The dialogue stinks. Greetings from the U.S. prison system, bitches. Jokes C-note after he and Link batter a terrorist mob. The plot's more far-fetched than Galaxy Quest. Other than Teabag and his new Iron Fist, nostalgia for the first series is the only reason to watch. Gorillas in the Mist. Gorillas so painfully right on it's a wonder Kendall Jenner didn't rock up with a can of Pepsi. It's more self-loathing propaganda than historical drama. Britain in 1971 wasn't the U.S. Deep South. No black civil rights leaders were killed by London cops. There weren't violent street clashes with the National Front then either. Their members weren't skinheads, and if some were they certainly wouldn't have shaved their heads or sported face tattoos. The timeline is as wonky as the politics. In reality, Britain's biggest black power advocate was Michael de Freitas, who worked as an enforcer for slum landlord Rockman. Michael X, as he called himself, was hanged in Port of Spain for murdering barber Joseph Scarrett. He was also charged with the vicious slaughter of socialite Gail Benson. The MP's daughter was attacked with a cutlass on his orders, and buried alive. Not quite so righteous. Or glamorous.